All right, welcome to Black Wall Street, Texas, our weekly meeting where we come here so that we can provide support services to other business owners that are looking to move the Black Wall Street movement. I'd like to welcome the ones who are on the actual call today. Thank you for showing up for your business. And we really appreciate the other states that are here that are showing support to Black Wall Street, Texas. And if you are watching the recording on this, we extend a personal invitation to you to come and join us this time. Next week, we'll be here again, celebrating your business, your success, whatever you need to continue to drive the Black Wall Street movement. As you know, we start out with the welcome and then we will move into the prayer. If anyone would like to lead us in prayer today, feel free to unmute yourself and go ahead and lead us in prayer. Okay, if Black Wall Street, Louisiana, I see you're unmuted. Do you want to lead in prayer? If not, then I will go ahead and lead us in prayer. Black Wall Street, Louisiana. Okay. I'll lead us in prayer. Oh, Heavenly Father, I come to you as humble as I know how, asking you to guide me through this movement today so that the words come out of my mouth are those of your spirit. These are blessings we're asking for you right here, right now, to bless the leaders throughout this organization, to continue to provide them with the wisdom, strength, and the knowledge of the movement. We also want to gracefully thank you for all the blessings you've already stored upon us. These and other blessings we're asking in thy son Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, now we're going to move into the 7 spiritual markers. And I'm going to ask Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, I'm going to share the 7 spiritual markers. Can you please unmute and just share the spiritual markers with our group today?
Okay, good morning, everybody. This is Melvin Brown from Black Wall Street, Mississippi, Mount Bayou area. Our 7 markers are Spirit of the Lord, Spirit of wisdom, Spirit of understanding, Spirit of counsel, Spirit of power, the Spirit of knowledge, and the Spirit of fear of God.
And thank you so much. Those are the 7 spiritual markers where you can actually go and get an in-depth understanding of those spiritual markers at blackwallstreet.org, our movement. And now we will come and just talk a little bit about the Black Wall Street movement so that people clearly understand what this movement is all about. Now, we know that it is a spiritual-led movement. It's not one that's personal, where you have your personal drive just for getting business and whatnot. No, this is a spiritual movement. It is to advance the history of Black Wall Street legacy, to enhance it and elevate it. This is where we're coming together to advance, enhance, and elevate Black business, leading from that of Black Wall Street Tulsa model. So now we're going to transition into doing our elevator pitch. With the elevator pitch, if you have multiple businesses, we ask that you only focus on the one business that you would like to share with the world today. Only one. And I'll start off with the one business that I'm going to pitch today. Today, the pitch is the graduate's gift. What is the graduate's gift? We help graduates who are experiencing difficulties with transitioning due to the lack of resources. We help them by providing them access to resources that create generational income. These resources are in the space of trading, digital marketing, and AI technology. We are the Graduates Gift LLC. Next.
Good morning. My name is Derek Walker. I work with individuals who are having challenges introducing their business and haven't understood how to transition with networking. I support them through training and consulting to develop confidence, to have an understanding and utilize a script to share with people about their business and what they do. Thank you.
Next.
Good morning again. This is Melvin Brown. What I'd like to do is highlight the Omicron Pi Foundation. One of the things we do is we assist other nonprofits in development, organization, and training. Our big initiative right now is in Fryers Point, Mississippi, where Black Wall Street just released a press article, and it's revitalizing the legacy. Fryers Point emerges as a beacon for cultural restoration and sustainment and growth. If you have an opportunity to read that, that would show what it is we do. And we are on the move for moving Mississippi forward.
Where are you going to drop it where we can read it? You're dropping it in the chat, or do you want to send it to me so that I can email it to the people that I have email addresses to?
Let me see if I can drop it in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning. My name is Rahima Rahim. I am representative for Black Wall Street USA in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And the businesses that I am pitching today is Global Black Wall Street Month. I'm pitching this because this is the month that I expect all of you all to make it to Tulsa, Oklahoma, some kind of way or the other. The purpose of this Black Wall Street market event during the Black Wall Street Massacre Month, the mayor has labeled it Black Wall Street Massacre Month. So the purpose of this Global Black Street Month, according to Dr. Carter, and as you have just announced, is to advance, enhance, and elevate your business. Come to Black Wall Street this month and learn how to do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, please unmute yourself and do your 1 minute.
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm late today. Today is my 58th birthday, and I got started cooking for somebody else, but I just wanted to come on and say that I am Karen Reese. The business I'm highlighting today is Can We Talk Sports? Can We Talk Sports is a sports mom talk show that helps with the challenges that parents are navigating through their student athlete journey. And we do that in the form of entertainment on the talk show, conferences, books, website, whatever they need. We are here to educate them on that process. And I'm glad to be here today.
Thank you so much, Miss Karen, for stopping in and sharing the Sports Talk Mom. Next, who do we have next? Black Wall Street, Louisiana. Do you want to do a pitch? If not, we're going to move right along. Okay. Can y'all see my screen? Can you see the screen? Hey, come on, talk to me, somebody.
Yes, I can see it. This is Melvin.
You see it now?
Yes.
Okay, I got something special right here.
Excuse me, before you go into that, Can you hear me?
Wait,
I want to go back to Louisiana. I want to go back to Louisiana while you're doing that. Can I talk?
yes, in a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Happy birthday, Karen Reeves. I did a little special happy birthday to you. I hope you were able to hear it. And I will be sending you the happy birthday. Enjoy your birthday. Now, Sister Rahima, we can get to Louisiana.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, you know me and my tech skills, but Ms. Augusta Turner is boots on the ground in Tulsa, Oklahoma right now. She came for the bike rally, and we were supposed to be meeting today, but she's actually under the weather, and she sent you a text. I don't know. I just happened to see it, but she sent you a text to tell you that she's sorry, but she's under the weather. She thinks she's gotten some kind of bug or something. So she wants to come on, but I don't know how to tell her to come on. So if anybody can reach out to her, she said she will listen to it. They will listen to it, but she's just not presenting today.
Okay. Okay. And next, Ms. V, you want to introduce yourself and your business, product, and service?
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm headed to an event, but I wanted to stop and say hello, and I'll introduce Cafe Restore, which is the name of our property retention business and our property restoration business. We actually restore ownership back to people who've lost their properties due to title and deed theft, and and by way of actions in court on their part, or just by using certain loopholes in the law. So we use those same laws and use other loopholes to reverse, what they've done and get the properties back for the owners. So we're located in Houston, Texas, but we help people in all 50 states do the same thing. So.
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing, Ms. V. Anyone else want to do their pitch before we transition on into the old business? Okay, let's go to the old business and talk about the UEI number. What I'll share since I did the pitch for the graduates gift, how I'm using the UEI number. This past week, I actually went to San Antonio to start building relationships with different schools so that my company that received the RFP for vendors where we could start going into the school. So I felt a need to go and start doing groundwork with building relationships. And by doing that, using my business name, putting it in front of the front office staff, the principals, and the counselors. That was my strategy for using the UEI number this past week. Anyone else want to share how they used it in their business? Okay, next we'll switch on down to integrating AI technology into your business. Now, I use AI technology with the emails that I sent to the principals and the other staff with the school district. That's how I am actually using the technology. Now, I also used it in another business for submitting a grant. It's called an application for an RFP on a housing development. So I used AI to create that for me as well. And the AI technology that I used was ChatGPT and Ask AI. I used it to run through both of them. Anyone else want to share?
Yeah, I want to share. I was on a call with a young lady who came on my talk show, and she was telling us about when the kids are submitting grant scholarships, essays, and stuff like that, that there is a AI checker, something like that, that
Yes.
they put it through, and as soon as it goes through, those people are disqualified. Now, I don't know if this is happening in the grant world, but I think we need to see if we can have someone come on and talk about how much of the information that we're putting in our grants, how much needs to be changed to the point that it is not being recognized that AI did the whole thing. And see, I'm bad about putting it in AI and telling me what to put on, copy and paste and keep right on going. So
Mm-hmm.
we need to see if we can find someone that could come in and educate us on how much it needs to change so it's not being deemed as AI and we in our grants and things like that are getting dismissed because these companies now are putting it in this AI checker.
And I'll share this with you, Karen, because I'm working with a collaborative group on this housing development. And the architect guy, he sent me some images that were AI generated. And then
Mm.
I sent it back to him. I said, I need some of your original work, not the AI generated. And then he wanted to know, how did I know that was AI generated? They could build that. And I told him, if you look at the top of the documents, you can see the AI number
Mm.
when it's generating it. And so he did have original things, but he was just wondering about me and being able to tell that it was AI generated.
Yeah,
And
when I'm using, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
When I'm using AI for a template, and I even may even put all my information in the in and wait for the results, I always I never
Yeah.
send what the AI sends me off. You're gonna always tell it's AI. No one, I'm not an expert on this, but this is what I can add. There's gonna be a dash always in places where it should be a comma.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing images out there, you may have to double check for extra fingers or extra arms.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have people bunched up in a group on a picture and you may not be able to see it, but always check for the extras like that, the arms and the toes or the fingers.
Mm-hmm.
But AI has a habit of, because it's a bot, of putting dashes. If you see a dash somewhere between thoughts in a sentence, I just always remove the dash and put a comma. But I always use words in lieu of the words that they use. I would maybe I spend once I send it to a word to my blank document, then I
Mm-hmm.
go to work on the actual document by replacing words that
Mm-hmm.
sound like AI or that a person wouldn't normally use in a conversation, and put um extra, put words, delete those words and put words there
Mm-hmm.
that make, it's saying the same thing but using different type of words. So um probably copying and pasting is probably, we're gonna have to probably go over those before submitting. Again, it's if they really look for dashes where it could be commas, semicolons, dashes where it could be colons or semicolons, that type of thing. That's, you can't really. Here's the thing: They're people who have a great grasp of the English language.
Mhm.
Nobody can really determine if you do it right. No one can determine how a person speaks as
Mhm.
opposed to how an AI uh, generated message would be put out. But it's those small things. That's what I was taught when I took a class.
Yeah.
It's those type of things that they're
Mm-hmm.
talking about. And of course,
Right.
like you said, sometimes you end up can see the AI somewhere on there, but that was
Mhm.
kind of obvious. But the things where you see dashes, always
And
remove
those
those
the
and
little
put commas.
asterisk, the
Yes,
asterisk marks too.
asterisks, all those kind of things. I think is what they're talking about, Miss Karen.
Yeah.
Where
Yes.
when they see it, they automatically assume because nobody can. If you do it right, nobody knows whether that's just the way you speak or whether it's generated. But it's
Mhm.
Right.
looking out for those kind of obvious things. But I tell you what, Google or go to AI and ask it for some of the things that people look for to detect AI. It's gonna spit it out for you.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna. I just went to AI and asked the question in AI.
Mm-hmm.
Or either Google, because everybody has AI now. Or either Google, go to Google. Sometimes I don't put everything in ChatGPT or
Mm-hmm.
ask AI. Sometimes I'll just go to Google and to have a fresh kind of experience. Go to Google and ask it what are some of the things that people look for to detect whether it's done by AI, and put grants in so that it can specify that. So some of the grant funders will come up and let you know what it is that they look for.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Derek, I saw your hand was raised. You want to add to the conversation?
Yes, thank you for the recognition. Um, we kind of talked about this in previous meetings and conversations related to AI. Nothing is going to beat you writing it yourself. That's it. Um, Utilizing the tool of artificial intelligence, one says that it's artificial, so it's not real. So the one thing that you can do is one thing I do and try to practice and encourage is to write a version myself and then ask AI to do something specific like check the grammar or check the continuity or check this. When you have these ideas that show up, ask it to give you 3 or 4 versions, and then you take from that and create something that's your own. If you're just copying and pasting, that's not your original idea, and that's fraud, technically.
Mm-hmm.
In journalism, you have to cite your sources. When you don't do that, it goes against the integrity of your journalistic ability, and your yeah, it goes against your journalistic integrity
Mm-hmm.
and shows an inability for you to be original in your thoughts. So yes, utilize AI, and also it should not be your first or last, or first or only source as you're generating ideas. And that's where it does become wonky. Yes, there are workarounds, but all of that work and
Mm.
changing this and reading this doesn't change that you don't know it, and it's just as fraudulent as taking money or using fake money. It's not real. And so if you create a version yourself, and what I've done so that I have additional evidence is I will write a version out with hand or just do some version of it and then ask AI to extend it or do something, because if you show the evidence of the original thought, you can
Mm-hmm.
prove that there's less fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think a lot of us, including myself, and I know Dr. Little as well, we use AI as more of a guide than to actually write for us. We're
Right.
experts in our fields. So we don't
Right.
need a ghostwriter. We don't need anybody, even AI, to actually write it. But for the sake of time and for the fact that AI gives me order of things. It puts things in an order that but it's only going to be as good as what you put in anyway.
Right.
So it doesn't read your mind, it reads what you write, what your prompts are. And your prompt um has to be clear, and it has to be of your own for it to spit it out. It's just generating what you've already put in. So yeah, I think we're using it more as a guide than to just actually say that it's writing, doing our writing
Right.
for us.
And usually when I use it, I'm asking for it to write a clearer version. I put in what I wanted, like with this particular proposal, I did introductions of each company. And then I asked AI to merge what each company is doing so that it's one collaborative community. So, and it did. It just merged everything that I put in and gave us one collaborative community, which was really good. And it was clear.
So
I
Man,
have
my
a good
thing is,
example.
okay, go ahead.
This is Melvin. I have a good example. I've taken the advice of everybody that I'm listening to, and I developed my original concept. And once I organized the original concept, I plugged it into ChatGPT and followed the prompts to rebuild the product the way I would like for it to be. And once I got that done, I sent it to the communications team up at Wall Street, Black Wall Street, showed them what I had so far. And what they did, they collaborated and they published a press release. Dr. Little, I sent it to you via email. I'm trying to get it. I
Okay.
don't know if I can share my screen or not, but with that collaboration between my original thought, ChatGPT, and Black Wall Street Communications team, there is a phenomenal press release that I just tried to share with you. So,
Okay, I just made you the co-host so that you can share your screen.
okay, let's see what happens.
back to my screen. I gotta get back to my screen. Oh,
Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see. Okay, it didn't come up the way I wanted to, but I'll get back with you.
All
yeah.
righty.
Yeah, I
Okay,
just want
while
to
he's
add to
doing
that.
that, I just want to comment on our conversation about AI and people. Everybody's different. There are people who write. There are people who don't know how to write. I'm the one that don't know how to write. My spelling is awful. But there are certain things that if I say I need help forming a conference, I put that in there and it helped me form a conference. I don't
Mhm.
know how much of that I can change to reflect that that's me. That's just how businesses put together conferences. So, but
Exactly.
I understand when you come to maybe missions and goals, even goals, I still have to put in there, okay, one day I want to do a festival, one day I want to do a conference, one day I want to do an app. Well, it told me, okay, to do an app, you got to blah, blah. It gave me that information. So I'm just wondering, is it all about what exactly you let AI do versus what is um, legitimately,
And
if
we
that's the
can
right
see
word?
AI as we're sitting there in front of our screens. We can see AI search the internet. We can see it search the web for some
Yeah.
information for us. This is what is already on the web. This is what is already there. If I'm writing an ebook, if I'm an expert in my field, which I am, and I'm writing an ebook about it, I don't need AI because I'm writing from what I know and from state law. But when it comes to, let's say I wanted to have an order, I'm writing a guide for someone or for a certain state, then I would utilize it to save time and put things in proper order. Because y'all have no idea how many times I've restarted ebooks because I should have put this there. This thought should have come before that thought. So I use AI to, once I put everything in, I use it to generate order. Then the template is there. And then I move it to my blank documents. Then I write into that. And so most times I remove it. But if I need it, it's going to stay. It's on the internet. It's called research.
Yeah. And may I add to that?
Sure.
The bottom line is you do have to check, because I was very proud of what I had written, but I just wanted to make sure it was tight. And I gave to somebody and they put it into AI. And and it was, it was fine, except I didn't like the way a couple of things flowed, and at the end, my punchline was from around the block to the up to the biosphere, and they completely took that out, and that was my closing line, and I didn't even know how to change it, because I was so excited that it was done, by AI. I just sent it in, but I didn't like the idea of not, you're right. You got to read every line because they do maybe take out things, like they took out some stuff about unrecognized young people that I wanted to leave emphasized, and they just summed it up in three or four examples, and that's not what I want. I wanted all of them. So you are exactly
Well,
right.
Ms. Rahima, you can continue the conversation with AI. Just remain in the same chat with the original response. Go under that and ask for additional information. It's a conversation, just like you're talking to me on when you and I talk on the phone. It's a conversation. You're just typing it in. So you can actually get that information on a subsequent or a second response. It doesn't have to be, everything doesn't have to be in the first response. You can continue the conversation. As a matter of fact, it'll ask you sometime, would you like me to expound on this? Do you want a flyer? Do you want this? Do you want this in the form of a guide? Only reason it asks me that is because it knows what I'm already doing in AI in my account. But I'm saying you don't have to feel like you don't have everything. You can continue the conversation.
Oh, I need
And
to be looking at
the next place where the question goes.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
gonna have to get some help on that because
Okay.
I didn't do it as a conversation. I just sent it into AI some kind of way.
I
Okay,
got
thank you. But thanks for that. It's good to know.
you. Okay.
See,
Anyone else want to add to the AI conversation? If not, we're going to move on to the next one, which is, let me see, we're moving right along. We're going to go into new business. Normally on the new business, we do follow up with Mr. Nathan Daly, but this week, we did not have Mr. Daly, so we are just gonna open it up for a discussion. If you want to discuss the call from this past Monday with Dr. Carter. Anyone want to share?
Just the call, Dr. Carter allowed us everybody to share what they're doing, and so he definitely gets you out of your comfort zone, and I love it that he's always promoting what we are doing within the group, and so I just want to piggyback on that. That the documentary Greenwood Avenue Project is alive and well on all streaming platforms. And so if anyone wants to bring it to their community and show it as a private screening, we can do that. But I just ask everyone to share it on their social media. It don't cost a thing, just post it and share it. And so that documentary can take fire and go all across the United States and the world.
Yes, you're exactly right. It's about the support. And these are ways that we can support each other. When you see something on one person's web page or on their social media, all you have to do is hit that little arrow to share it. And so I agree, Karen, that Dr. Carter does an excellent job with giving us the opportunity to share what we're doing in our different states and showing us ways that we can support each other. This month is Black Wall Street month in Tulsa, so we are encouraging people to go to Black Wall Street this month for sure to help celebrate the legacy of Black Wall Street, Oklahoma. Tulsa rather. Anyone else want to share?
Well, since we're talking about Oklahoma, I may as well share what we're doing here. We're playing a private screening around the 1st, right, Ms. Karen, of the Greenwood Project. So if you come to Tulsa, you should have seen it by then, but if not, hopefully we'll get it here with our birthday girl. She'll be having it around the 1st. I think the 1st, no later than the 2nd, but we'll know for sure. It's pretty definite, except that we're still confirming the place. And other than that, yeah, that's the plan. So I'm hoping that we will, you all will be able to make it. It's going to be a great learning experience. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else want to share?
I got so excited. What was I supposed to be sharing?
Well, we were just sharing new business where we were reviewing what was on the previous call, which normally
right.
is Mr. Daly, but Dr. Carter allowed us to share what we were doing in
Right.
each state.
Right.
And
Right.
so now I have on here collaborative opportunity. This is where if you have something where we can collaborate on, we put it out into the community, which is the Black Wall Street community, and just let people know that this is an opportunity in which you can collaborate on. And right now, I would just say one of the collaborative opportunity is the Black Wall Street, Texas Next Social Mixer, which we have confirmed and locked in the date of June 26th, right? Let me make sure I'm not,
Yes.
hey, look, let me make sure, is it the 26th?
Yep.
Yes, okay. And it will be in DeSoto. Is it DeSoto, Mr. Derek? What's the actual location of the social mixer?
I think it's in Dallas. It's not in
It's
DeSoto.
it's in Dallas, downtown Dallas, at
Okay,
a Black-owned restaurant named Esco. I'll
ES,
add the information in the chat.
okay, ESCO,
Yes, that's correct.
ESCO, okay. Is it on Peter Street?
No, if you give me a moment, I'll add it to the
Okay.
chat. It's on, I can't recall it right off.
Okay. On Jackson Street. Is, okay.
Yes, it's Jackson Street.
And what time are we gonna do it?
We hadn't confirmed that specifically yet, but normal, what time? Yeah, Karen and I hadn't gotten together on that part. I just confirmed the date.
Okay.
We could work through those specifics today,
Okay.
confirm them today if we need to.
Okay, well, you know how I am. I need to put it on my calendar or somebody else put activities on my calendar.
Yeah. Do you have a preferred time? And we got the
Well,
space. as
well,
long as
I prefer, because we'll be coming in, prefer a time where we're not fighting to get in traffic.
Mhm.
So you
So,
talking about in the evening, like a 6 to 8 or something
6
like
to
that?
8.
right,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, yeah, something like 6 to 8.
That's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, so, if we come in, we can try to avoid the traffic, get in there, avoid the traffic, so that we're there.
Yeah. And so coming in, if you're coming in from Houston, there should be minimal traffic because you're coming north.
Okay,
So
okay,
yeah, and yeah, there's parking garage right next door. So that's gonna be hopefully pretty simple for you. And
okay.
I'll get you additional information as well. But looking forward to a good opportunity and just a chance to meet.
Take exit 46P on the right.
Hold
to
on.
Texas
Give me a minute,
288.
Tim. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I finished. That was it. I just appreciate the opportunity, and Karen and I will get everything else together as it relates to making sure this is a fantastic event and lots of fun.
Yeah, and I think too, dear, we can invite people who are not familiar with Black Wall Street, invite them as well. And on our end, what I'll do is invite some people who weren't at the first mixer, invite them to take that road trip with us to come to support your mixer. So it'll be my goal to have 4 new people to do the road trip with me to Dallas.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other events that we could talk about before we get ready to adjourn? We go to the next item if you don't have any other collaborative opportunities. Yes.
Oh, yes. Black Wall Street. Yes. Let me see. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, great. I want to promote Black Wall Street USA from this actually Dr. Carter's Global Black Wall Street Black History Month. And of course, the last week is from the 20 when the massacre occurred, and so that's the time we're concentrating on. Even though we won't be concentrating at all on the massacre, we're concentrating on advancing, enhancing, and restoring. And so, what I want to let you know is that we're going to have five workshops. One on the 27th, doing this off the top of my head. One on the 27th. I don't know how to share my screen. We'll start on the 27th with a grant writing in the morning from 8 to 10, and then a welcoming for everyone from 11 until 11 to 1, I think, but brunch, kind of light brunch on the first day. And we'll also have Ms. V coming in to do, and this is important, certainly to, I guess everybody lives in a Black community, and that's the restoration of your property, or retention and restoration of your property. And Ms. V, I'd like to know how you want me to set that up in the how you want to present it as the topic. The other thing we're having is the Louisiana, and unfortunately, Ms. Turner is down. She might be listening, but she doesn't feel like talking right now. It's the pop movement that we hear a lot about coming from out of Louisiana. People Over Prosperity, and she came in and got a wealth of information from a man who owns a radio station, because that was, I asked, what do you want to concentrate on? And she told me that was the thing, she wanted to concentrate on. And so we went to visit him. I think he gave about 2 hours. He was rushing us to get there, but he wound up giving us a couple of hours. And also I was able to get some help for, something he was trying to do with young people here. I was we're going to collaborate on that. So when you come, you come look at, let us know what it is you really need. And that was her major. So yesterday she was supposed to connect with somebody who started a radio station, a sister who started a radio station. I don't know where it is right now. I haven't had time to check, but I had to go off and do something else yesterday. So they were on their own at the bike rally, and it was really crowded. And it was, maybe 2,000 people there. But when you come the next week, it's going to be really, really crowded downtown. That's the reason why we want to be able to get people to come uptown so they can spend their money with the vendors uptown. So that's the other thing. We're going to be vending a couple of days to get people into the habit of getting their product out there. If you have something you want to vend and share, you certainly have a table. I think we're going to wind up having the graduate's gift as a vending piece. Dr. Little. We'll talk about that a little further because her thing is really flexible. So I'll work with Dr. Little and she'll let me know exactly how she wants to do that. And then we're also having we're having two important workshops. One of them is the Black farmers. I'm connected with some Black farmers. They don't have any money. Most of them, I found out that most of the big farmers that grow a lot of food don't live in Tulsa. They're in other small towns like Spiro, Fort Smith. And so we have to find a way to get them in because we want to have like a panel discussion. And then we're also planning we're planning a couple of workshops for the family, how to grow your own food with Billy Parker, our secretary for Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She has a workshop with young people, so that'll be on Wednesday. She'll have a workshop, and then she'll have so she wants to bring the Black farmers thing into her thing on Thursday. So the Black will have a discussion of how we're going to feed our people and feed ourselves when this stuff hits the fan. We already know there's going to be a food shortage. We've been warned by FEMA and everybody else. So I hope nobody on this line is dreaming. And so we're going to so there'll be a breakout session, and then they can see what the young people are doing, whatever, visit the store, whatever. And then she's going to have like music, drumming, up until not the midnight hour, but up until at least dusk or night. So her workshop starts like right 1:30. And then the farmers planning session will be probably around 3. And then after that, then it'll be a night of relaxation. And so the final thing we'll have, Mr. Beckett just called me and let me know he's not going to be a part. He's not going to deal with the Trail of Tears. The Trail of Tears is important to us because a lot of people in Black Wall Street, USA, it mentioned that they were very interested in that, having Trail of Tears 2, we call it. And that will be a movement all the way from Florida, rerouting that trip with the Buffalo Soldiers. It's amazing how the government hired the Buffalo Soldiers to transport those people of color, I'll say, because a lot of them were married to Black people, and so they were transporting these people of color out of Florida because somebody had said there was a lot of gold in Florida. So they transported them out, even though they told them they would and told us in Tulsa we'd be here forever. And so we're going to reproduce that trail, and now on that trail, after that, not on that trail, but after that, the Green Book came up. And as most of you know, the Green Book was where when Black people went to visit South, there was a book you need to look at to make sure you went to the right town if you wanted to get something to eat or you wanted to stay. And so that will also, sir?
The Green Book.
Right, the Green Book, right. So what we're going to introduce is the Red, Black, and Green Book. And the Red, Black, and Green Book, because a lot of that is still going on right now. Right here in this state, Governor Stitt just fired a sheriff, his deputy, and some female was involved they were in the office complaining about how they couldn't hang Black people anymore. They wish they could hang Black people. And somehow or another, somebody recorded it, and it got to the mayor, the governor, and he asked them to step down immediately. They should have been put in jail, but they were the other color. So what we're going to do is present a Red, Black, and Green Book. And I'm asking everybody on this line, if you've been to any town in the South that is where we should go or where we shouldn't go. Just like, now they're doing that for Europe. When you go to Europe, they tell you that there's countries that are friendly and the ones that are not. Even in Africa, the ones that are friendly and the ones that are not. So we're going to we're going to do a red, black, and green book to point out those towns. But we're also going to add to that the towns that really are historical, the towns that where they picked up people when they were on this way. And that way, some people may have an idea, oh, I want to go to Tulsa. I'll just jump in, maybe I should get in this, in this entourage of folk going to Black Wall Street for 2026. So that's the plan for 2026, but we need to have a meeting of who's going to do what in 2025. So that's one of the workshops we'll have, or planning sessions we'll have. So I hope everyone on the line will be here. Thanks for letting me share.
All right, thank you for sharing. And also, I'll bring up one quick announcement. On June 1st, the Legacy Luncheon is here in the Houston area. We will support that as well as Black Wall Street Lupus Initiative have an upcoming event as well. And we will be posting it and sharing it. And REAP has a fundraiser here in the Houston area at the Torchy Taco. Theirs was posted on Black Wall Street, and we'll continue to support them. And the way that you can support them is very simple. All you have to do on your social media page is share it. When you see it being posted on Black Wall Street, Texas, even if you're in Oklahoma, Louisiana, Mississippi, just share it. Now, as we come to an end, is there anyone else that would like to add to the conversation before I close out and get to my next meeting? All right, then I will see you all same place, same time, right here, Black Wall Street.
Dr. Little.
Yes.
Just with quick with Sister Rahima, when she was talking about the workshop and she was giving dates. Is that this year? She said 26. What was that this year? What month was that?
No, that's just a planning session for that's just a planning session for the Trail of Tears 2. But I'll be on.
What month is that though?
That will be the same time around the end of the month, the May
2026.
Right, but we'll have a planning session in 25. And let me invite everybody to the meeting tomorrow. Dr. Little will be the host to help me out. And that'll be tomorrow. The Black Wall Street, the Oklahoma chapter will be having theirs tomorrow at 6 p.m. a Zoom. Thank you.
All righty. Now I'll be in transition. I have this little kid that's engaged, but I will make sure that everything is set for you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You can be the co-host, the host or whatever, help me out.
Yeah, I'll get you set up. All righty. Y'all have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you soon.
Okay, you as well. Thank you. Bye.